All right, people, I got a plan that I like for AAPL. AAPL is a reversal setup, okay? And targets are 148 to 150 phase 1 for the July 21 145 calls could be used. So, we're looking at about 150% to 200% gains, or at least between the ranges of 100% gains to 200% gains for this plan over here as this reversal plan. There's a lot of factors I looked at. I don't talk about Apple. I mean, I've made a lot of great Apple plans, but I only talk about Apple if I see a good, solid plan. There is something solid happening here, but we still want to watch for something, and we're going to go over a lot of facts here. Okay, so Apple at this point in time needs to break above 144.50 on some good action volume. That would be like an earlier signal, okay, but it's not the only signal. There are three steps to this signal here, and I'm going to talk about this. But anyways, and good action volume is 3 million on a 10-minute chart. Now, if the volume is less than that, okay, and I'm not explaining the facts and some other key important facts inside points inside the video. Okay, so this is what I'm going to talk about now. So, if obviously it looks really strong above 144.50, one would want to engage with this July 21 145 call. So we're going to talk about that. At the same time, if that volume doesn't seem that great, we could wait to see what kind of basing there is above 145. Okay, so for example, if there's Apple seems to be very resilient and has strong price action above 145 and showing power towards 145, 145.50, that would be another great reason. Reality of this, that the earliest signal would be some sort of strength at 144 and a half. Waiting maybe for a 10-minute bar close. There's a lot of factors, but if someone wanted to engage, there are three different ways. There's going to be gauging as we get above 144.50 with at least a 10-minute bar close. Second option could be how we base above 144.50 and show power towards 145. Anyways, we want something, neither some volume to come in or some good price structure to come in, and it'll be between the ranges of 144 and a half, 145 to 145 to 155.50. To 145.50. Okay, the 145.50, to be honest with you, is and especially cracking that would be the best signal. But this is why, looking at this now, of course, we may not be able to confirm on Monday, and so therefore you would look for the higher point, those key pivot points, which is 145 to 145 and a half. All right, so if you engage in this, where is the stop going to be? Well, I'm looking at that if because things may not be perfectly smooth, and that's why we have these options as well. So from your entry, based on how we are aligned at this point, all that requires would be about that Apple does not go below 143 and a half to 143. There is strong support over there. Again, it even goes down to about 142. But I think that if we want to confirm that we should not want to go below 143 and a half to 143. And if it happens to be there, you're going to want to watch for some sort of reversal signals. It may never get there, first of all, but you never know, right? So this is what this kind of plan is. This is a reversal plan. Reversal plans are not like breakout plans, but there's a lot of factors I'm looking at that Apple could go and test this 148 to 150 phase 1, where we're going to start having an issue more in that 152, 153 area and make new patterns, and there'll be some new plans for Apple. But this is the reversal, and this plan here is for the July 21 145 calls. Okay, so here we are at Yahoo Finance. Apple closed at 142.02 on June the 30th. Let's take a look at the July 21 options together, and we're going to go and look at the 145 July 21 calls. You can see here, I like these for one reason. First of all, a lot of reasons. First of all, there's a lot of open interest here. Was a lot of trading happening in here as well, and so these are really the sweet spot options. I wouldn't I would want to use these, right? I mean, one could go and use these. You can see there's a lot of option trading happening here. So there's a lot of positive facts on the charts in these particular options anyways. But the sweet spot of this plan, reversal plan, is these 145 calls. It's safe to up the probability of at least making some sort of profits to high profits to a point where there's no way to lose if we can confirm this plan, especially with the options. We have the time, and okay, because for Apple to go and test 148 to 150, it's nothing. It's very easy for it to do that, and we have a lot of factors that I'm looking at in the chart to support it, but still we want confirmation. All right, people, welcome here to Power Target Trades, the place where I post a lot of great plans. Look at people, JPM last week was a great, huge trade, 300% gains in 2 days. Check out this video. In this video, it contains, there's a bit of a, see that 5 was supposed to be a percent sign. But regardless, if you go into this video and you look at the options I chose a July, and I explain the facts, much like this Apple trade, you will find the power. I'm going to post this plan in the end of the video over here, in the section over here. See the center power trigger trade? When the video, at the end of the video, it's going to appear here in a circle format. It's going to give you an easy way to subscribe. I suggest you subscribe. Anyways, people, a lot of great videos. In my created setups, created playlists, you'll see some great videos that detailed great plans that you could see very well how much money you could have made taking the plans. Now, not everything works, right? But more often than not, we bang out huge gains here at Power Target Trades off a Power Trigger trade here, people. All right, so there you have it. A great update for Apple. I wouldn't post this trade unless I see there was enough factors. There is. Again, we try, the strategy is to use the best options possible for the trade. And with JPM, I chose the 90 calls. We hit a high of almost 93, way above targets of what my plan. I was looking for 91. You gotta see this video plan, okay? And the beautiful thing about this, it held its, even though other banks pulled back. I actually made some good bank in Goldman Sachs, but it was very hard to make any good money with it unless you got in it as the day of the JPM trade. Anyways, you got to see this video or check out my Goldman Sachs plan. This is where I banked on both of these banks, both powerful power trade reversal plans. But JPM was the more solid time frame aligned plan, and it did drag up Goldman Sachs, but Goldman Sachs did not hold up as well as JPM. To this day, JPM, the way we closed way above target numbers, even into my low-end target numbers. So there you have it, people. A great update for Apple. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out my super site here. There's a lot of power here. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe over here and like the video.